Rugby players and coaches, here's 3 reasons why you are pummeling wrong. The pummel is one of the most widely used wrestling or tackle prep exercises that rugby players use to get ready for contact. It can be used as a warm-up or as a technical or even a conditioning exercise in its own right. The problem is that most rugby coaches absolutely butcher it. I know because I've been on both sides of the fence. I performed it as a rugby player and as a strength coach in professional rugby for years without really understanding what it was I was doing or why. And I've performed it pretty much every single week for the last 10 years as a grappler. So today I want to clear up some of the major mistakes that we typically make with this exercise in rugby and how we can fix them. While you're watching this video, go ahead and comment the word art underneath this post and I'll send you a free hour-long presentation on the art and science of coaching the rugby tackle. Mistake number 1 is flared elbows. In pure grappling terms, the pummel is an exercise for what we term inside position. That's the space underneath your armpits, underneath your chin, between your legs, and around your torso. It's prime real estate in grappling, so we want to practice getting inside control on the other guy while keeping our elbows high and tight to not give up our own inside position. The more inside position we can take up in the context of a safe rugby tackle, the more dominant we're going to be in that collision. Even though we don't really have to worry about giving up our own inside position because the other guy is going to be concerned with the ball in rugby, we still want elbows high and tight because it gives us the shortest, quickest path in punching our arms around the ball carrier and getting a strong connection when we make that hit. The easiest way to fix this is to regularly compete for double underhooks from the pummel, because if you flare your elbows, you're going to lose and quickly self-correct to get rid of that. Mistake number 2 is static feet. In grappling and rugby alike, we have to enter the other guy's space and close the distance to connect to them, leverage their center of mass, and ultimately bring them to the ground. The further away we are, the easier it is for them to break that connection and the weaker a position we're going to be in when we start producing that force. This is one of the reasons why we look for same foot, same shoulder in both sports, and it's a major thing that we forget in rugby when we pummel. A lot of the time we see feet glued to the floor with a lot happening up top. Remember that it needs to be a dynamic whole body exercise. Every time you swim that arm through for the underhook, you need to be switching your feet and stepping forward, closing the distance with that same side foot. The final mistake is turning it into a hitting exercise. In typical rugby fashion, we try to approach the problem of pummeling with more force and aggression, ramping up intensity until it's basically just 2 guys smacking each other in the chest with their shoulders. But this is a bad idea for a few reasons. Firstly, you're never going to hit in such an upright position with your head so close to the other guy's head. There's going to be a ball in the way, and you want to hit with the top of the shoulder, not the front, which is what we tend to see when we mess up a pummel. We want to treat the pummel as an exercise in staying as close and connected to our partner as possible, to use the underhook to try to shift their weight around, and to get used to maintaining a strong base as the other guy tries to move us around. On this channel, I only post videos about how to become a better coach of rugby tackling, so if you'd like to see more videos just like this one, give me a like and a follow. Thanks.